Go ahead. I can't
One,
hear.
two, three.
Nope. Hold on.
Yeah.
Almost. I hear my.
One, two, three,
No.
four. All right.
There you go.
We're joined at halftime here. We've had some difficulties with both the picture and the sound, but we're now together with our tonight's sponsor, Tim Pulte from Colliers International. Tim, thank you very much. We
Thank
appreciate
you
it.
very much for the opportunity to be here. We appreciate it.
You've been a longtime resident of the area and a longtime supporter of Garnet Valley sports.
Right.
Jax on the coaching staff. Your son.
Started as the ball boy in third grade. So, but yeah, Colliers is.
Yes. Tell me about Colliers.
We're very happy to be involved in high school football and being a sponsor this evening. Colliers is going to be 100 years old next year, our office.
You look considerably younger.
I do. And Doug Sayre, our CEO, sorry he couldn't be here this evening. But yeah, we have 6 offices in the region. We do all commercial real estate from office leasing, investment sales, industrial. Our logistics business is really on fire right now with Amazon and the rest of them. And we're happy to be here. We service all different types of clients locally, small clients, national clients, international clients.
Terrific. Yeah. How many offices in the Philadelphia area?
We have 6: Harrisburg, Conshohocken, Philly, Mount Laurel, New Jersey, Wilmington, Delaware, and Allentown.
Wow.
Yeah. So we travel all around the region and helping our clients. We do about 15 to 20 million square feet of property management also.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, it's an exciting time right now in commercial real estate.
Is the economy good for real estate, or is it
Yep, absolutely.
Are people cautious at this
Oh,
point?
I think they're getting cautious at the end of the year and come the election season.
Uh-huh.
But right now, it's very good, and hopefully we'll continue that throughout next year. So we're anticipating maybe a little bit of a slowdown, but things are growing.
Good for you.
Yeah. So yeah, we're really happy about it.
150 people.
Yeah, 150
in the
people.
Greater Philadelphia area.
Yep. Our main office is in downtown Philly. So all of our back office operations, our legal counsel, our accounting people, our support staff, I mean, they're really, what really runs the machine.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have about 60 licensed professionals around the region servicing the clients.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's fun.
And you're all over the globe.
Yes, we're nationally or internationally based out of Toronto, Canada, and we have offices all across, pretty much in every major city and even minor cities in the U.S. Excuse me, and Europe, everywhere. Yeah, so we can service clients wherever you want to go.
And you're the senior executive vice president of what?
I run all the brokerage operations.
Okay.
So I have office and industrial, then we also have investment and retail. So I run around to all those 6 offices and try to coordinate what we can do business development, training, and hiring.
That's terrific.
So,
well, we very much appreciate your sponsorship tonight.
Thank you very much.
And your support of Garnet Valley football all the time.
Very happy to be here for Garnet Valley.
Thank you.
Thanks, you.
Tim. And we will be back to Garnet Valley football here shortly. Pat's going to try to bring us up to date on scores around the area that have some impact on the playoffs.
Yeah, well, obviously the number 1 seed is hosting number 9 North Penn. That's Downingtown West. At halftime, Downingtown West 20, North Penn 10. The game of particular interest to both these teams out here tonight is Central Bucks West, the number 2 seed, hosting the 7 seed Coatesville. That in the second quarter has Coatesville leading Central Bucks West 13-10. The implications there are if this score holds up for Garnet Valley and Garnet Valley wins, if Coatesville wins, they're the number 7 seed, so they would travel here to play Garnet Valley. If Garnet Valley wins and Central Bucks wins, then 2 would host 3, and Garnet Valley would travel up there. Plymouth Whitemarsh would go to either Coatesville or Central Bucks West, being the highest or the lowest seed, depending on how you want to look at it, in the of those 2 games. The Haverford Downingtown East game will be played tomorrow because both Downingtown West and Downingtown East have home games and they share a stadium, so that game will be tomorrow night. Ben will be there and he will report back all the details to us. In 5A, got a great game going on with number 9 Unionville giving Cheltenham all they can handle. That game tied at 21 in the second quarter. Westchester Ruston, the number 7 seed, playing Westchester East, the number 2 seed. Ruston leads that one 7-0 in the third quarter. Strathaven and Kennett, the 5 and 4 seeds respectively, are tied at the half at 14. And Academy Park and Penwood. Academy Park, the 3 seed, Penwood, the 6. Academy Park leads 8-6 in that game. That's a little crosstown rival right there. And then we don't know anybody else in these 4As and stuff. We'll get down to there. But so there you have it. That's
And maybe by the end of this game, we'll have a clearer picture of right where we are.
exactly.
Garnet Valley will be kicking off. Plymouth Whitemarsh down by 2 touchdowns. Will be going right to left. It's like number 18 and number 19, the Pierce brothers, are deep. Oh, no, that's
Who? Which number?
26 for
Glenn Smith.
ball taken at the 5 by Pierce.
Oh,
He tries to reverse his field, and they
boy.
bring him down inside the 10-yard line. Great coverage.
good coverage, good tackling too. That at the end, Pierce just thought he could make something else happen and reversed his field. Actually gave up some yardage and ended up putting, excuse me, Plymouth Whitemarsh in a bit of a hole here.
Yeah, Plymouth Whitemarsh starts out at its own 7. Garnet Valley leads by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Dreslin
Oh,
driven back inside the 5.
great job by Westberg, just getting into the backfield of Plymouth Whitemarsh, and Nicolaitis right on his heels, cleaning it up.
Alex Westberg's listed at 190. He sure plays bigger than that.
Yeah, he's been having a great run at that linebacker spot.
Back to throw. Caught, and another loss.
Yeah, that's Gable on that side. These guys have sniffed out that screen. there. They just run that screen into the flat. Both times, that side it was Gable. Last time it was Bruette. They're just, they had that scouted very well.
3rd and about 14 from their own 3 for Plymouth Whitemarsh. McLaughlin doesn't have a whole lot of room to roam back there, so they hand it off underneath to Dreslin, who's driving hard,
Uh-oh.
but he stopped at the 10. Ryan Saunders on the tackle. Punt formation. Choi will come back to punt, standing in his own end zone. Reese Malik and Jake Moran stand at the 45. Low punt. I don't know whether that was
Get away,
touched
get
by
away.
Garnet Valley or not.
No.
Garnet Valley will put it in play at the 35-yard line of Plymouth Whitemarsh, leading by 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
That's about as good as an opening sequence as you could have hoped for Garnet Valley coming out, giving the ball up. You know, Plymouth Whitemarsh only down 2 scores and get them pinned deep, and the defense turns in another great 3 and out. Jags in business with a short field.
Malik
Ooh.
on the
Man.
counter gets dropped for about a 6-yard loss.
Michael,
Knifing through there was Michael Paciello.
Mike Paciello, number 41. I think he was in the huddle with Garnet Valley on that. He knew exactly what was going on there.
So 2nd and 17 for Garnet Valley. Straight ahead, pick up a couple. That's all. Jake Moran. Gets to the 41. They have to get to the 25 for a first down. 3rd and 16. Last time they needed this yardage, they threw that screen pass to Jake Moran.
Yeah.
Jake's the only
Also use their tight
setback.
ends.
Fake pass.
Oh, there
Complete!
it is. Malik.
Touchdown, Reese Malik.
He
Little wheel route out of his slot position.
Yeah, he just saw that was just a flat run to the to an out pattern there. He was wide open, and I think Gallagher knew it and the pre-snap setup, and he couldn't wait to get rid of that football and was able to do that to a wide open Reese Malik, who took it the rest of the way. Fantastic.
Snap is down, the kick is up, and the kick is good. 35-14, Garnet Valley leads with 8:26 left to play in the 3rd quarter. A shout out to Joe McGrule, who checks in with us every week. Adam and Janet Foltz. Sis Borden down in Sea Isle. Mo DeFrank, whose name is on the this stadium, Mo DeFrank Stadium.
Coach DeFrank making a couple in-person appearances this year. Always great to see him. Staying warm tonight, I guess, though. And
Hot bowl of chicken noodle soup.
I know it's something healthy.
Stansfield kickoff for Jags. Christian Pierce. And Smith. And return formation for
Bright Stansfield will kick. It's a deep, bounces at the 12, caught at the 10. Smith, and he gets out short of the 30.
the 26 on Smith on return. Tackled by number 35.
Jags with a
Number 15, Alex Nicolaitis.
pretty good stop there, up to the 30.
From their own 30-yard line.
Ball's right at the 30. Last set of downs for Plymouth Whitemarsh. All they did was march backwards. Pressure by the Garnet Valley made that happen.
Yeah, that defense just seems to get stronger as the game goes on.
Bragg brought down from behind.
Mazzaros.
Mazzaros tackles McLaughlin.
Number 64, Mitchell Mazzaros.
That was a quick hitting play, and Mazzaros was in there
Yeah,
almost as quickly as the ball was snapped.
yeah, that was the option again, and the quarterback held it out, and Mazzaros just blew his gap right through the middle. He was just right there at the play.
McLaughlin rolls, and he's trapped against the sideline and
Now
brought
they
down.
got it done. That's how that technique's supposed to work. They get the quarterback not to make a decision, and then all of a sudden he's stuck hanging onto the ball, and the further he gets strung out, there's just less options he's got. That one, as you said, they're kind of going the other direction again on this series.
3rd and 10 at their own 30 for Plymouth Whitemarsh. Pass over the middle, complete.
Oh, nice play.
First down to Pierce, right at midfield.
Christopher.
Kell on the tackle with C.J. Wood.
He gets up a little shaken up, though. Christopher Pierce had to come out there. Much needed first down for Plymouth Whitemarsh here.
Paciello in motion. McLaughlin looks like it was I don't know whether it was a draw,
Oh, boy.
called draw, or but he scampers out of bounds after about a 5-yard gain.
Nice job by McLaughlin to make something out of that. Get close to the first down. 3 Jaguars chasing, couldn't catch him.
Well, he got to the 42. It's
Yeah.
2nd and 2.
Second and 2 for Plymouth Whitemarsh at the Jaguar 42-yard line.
Ooh, there's the.
Counter, their counter. And
Who else?
Alex
Westberg just
We-
waiting in the hole.
Westberg is there. Nicolaitis is there. Third and 1. Dreslin gets the first inside the 40. Garnet Valley does have the advantage of the technology, you know, the iPads and tablets that they use, and they could have gone over some things at halftime and made some adjustments. 5:30 left to go in the third quarter. Garnet Valley up by 3 touchdowns. Dreslin smashed down by Jake Morin. Jake Morin does not come off the field. He plays defense, he plays offense. Gets an occasional break with Evan Fenster coming in, but Jake is in it to win it.
Yeah, at 5'8" and 190, he's already got that low center of gravity, and he brings it. He's all legs.
McLaughlin to throw. Here comes the pressure, and down he goes. Mazzaros. I think he had a screen pass, tried to set up, and it was covered. So
yeah.
he was stuck with the ball.
Yeah, I mean Bruette and Gable have been they're keying on that. They're camped out over there. The McLaughlin's got nowhere to go with those screen passes, and that time Mazzaros benefited from that.
3rd and 21. Timeout, Plymouth Whitemarsh.
4 minutes left in the third quarter.
That's a question for Alec when he comes back in. Aside from this one completion, Garnet Valley's defense has really stifled Plymouth Whitemarsh here in the second half. Sean Williams is in it, a defensive back. Downingtown West. Rolling, here comes Max Bruette, and he downs him in the backfield, a loss of about 10 again. Max Bruette was hauling unimpeded. McLaughlin didn't even know he was coming.
Yeah, he lined up outside, walked up like a stand-up defensive end, and just made a beeline.
Central Bucks West is leading Coatesville 17-13. Mrs. Bruette is cheering on Max. 4th and about 31. Plymouth Whitemarsh in punt formation. Jake Morin and Reese Malik to receive at the Garnet Valley 30. High snap, punts away, low liner, which will roll out of bounds inside the 30.
Oh. Someone stayed down.
Injured Garnet Valley player back where the punter was, so it might have been one of the hard rushing defensemen trying to.
Yeah, I think it's just a cramp. They're just trying to stretch out.
Garnet Valley will take over at its own 27-yard line. There are 8 teams remaining in the playoffs. 3 of them are from the Chestmont League, Downingtown East and West and Coatesville. There are 2 teams from the Central League, that is Garnet Valley, of course, and Haverford, and 3 teams from Suburban 1, that is North Penn, Central Bucks West, and of course Plymouth Whitemarsh. We will cut down to 4 by the end of the evening, by the end of the weekend.
Yeah. And Plymouth Whitemarsh in that Suburban 1 American. They have the, I'm not sure if CB West and North Penn are in the same section of that league, or
I don't believe so. No,
so they're,
the National, I think it's
there's
called.
National, there's American, and there's one more, Continental or something like that. He's limping off. Is that Mulholland? Back from the.
Sean Williams.
Okay.
He looks like he's got tight muscles in both legs.
Yeah, he's just knotted up.
He's limping on both legs.
Get him some pickle juice.
Garnet Valley takes over. Jake Morin gets a yard. Oh, Evan Fenster. Jake Morin is getting a break.
He's not sitting down, though.
Second down and 10 for Jags at the 27th red line.
Wooten and Malik come wide to this side. Ryan Gallagher was trying to keep, but he was brought down for a loss of a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 10. Gallagher is back in action after a week off last week with a concussion protocol. Along Shane Mulholland was also out, but he's back as well. Given straight ahead.
He got the first.
First down, Jake Morin out to the 40. Just a quick hitter. And he picked up 11.
Number 18, Christopher Pierce. Gain of 13. Good enough for a Jaguar first down.
1st and 10 at their own 40.
At the 40-yard line.
Greg Reynolds in the slot. Jake Morin in the backfield. Jake straight ahead, picks up about 3.
Number 32, Jake Morin.
Passiello came in and knocked Gallagher down.
Number 77 in there at center. This is the sophomore Detrolio. Didn't see Sparks come out of the game.
Wide open.
Wow.
Here comes Reynolds,
Wow.
and again he's gone. 60-yard touchdown.
Man.
What do we see those statistics in the morning or by the end of the night?
Yeah, that was an unbalanced line on that side that Blaze McDaniel flipped over to the right side and lined up as an extra guy there, probably as a tight end, technically speaking, but man, they just closed down the entire side of that offense and nothing but green spaces.
Reese Malik the hold. Bryce Stansfield the kick. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Garnet Valley leads 42-14. Another touchdown. $100 donated by Joseph Anthony Retreat Spa and Salon. It's our touchdown sponsor, and again our sponsor for the evening, Colliers International Commercial Real Estate Services. Tim Pulte, the Senior Executive Vice President at Colliers here in Philadelphia.
Number 4 by Stansfield, the kickoff for the Jags. Number 26, Glenn Smith. Number 19, Christian Pierce.
Smith and Pierce are deep at the 10. Bryce Stansfield will kick. Hits it deep, taken at the 5. To the 20, 25, gets away and outside the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
Forced out of bounds by number 39, Shane Reynolds. Plymouth Whitemarsh takes over first and 10.
Shane Reynolds on the tackle, and Shane stays in, and interior linebacker. Matt Gable had some trouble with an ankle during the week in practice. And
Seems to be okay.
yeah. Dreslin.
Wow.
Dreslin breaks free. Oh,
man.
shoestring tackle.
Oh, and he's going to pay for that.
CJ Wood holding his arm.
Ah, yeah, he saved a touchdown right
saver.
there. And
Yep.
shoestring tackle came down really hard on that elbow.
Defense comes off the field. Well, the doctors attend to CJ.
Check in on these scores while we're waiting. And third quarter, Downingtown West 26, North Penn 17. Coatesville 20, Central Bucks West 17. That game now in the third quarter. Unionville and Cheltenham still tied at 21. Ruston leading Westchester East 14-7. Strathaven and Kennett still tied at 14. That game now in the fourth quarter. And Academy Park leading Penwood 8-6. That game in the third quarter.
Kennett had been scoring like 50 points a game.
Strathaven, those Prochniak brothers, play some offense, but very good on defense as well.
CJ Wood is holding that arm still.
Yeah, tight to his body. It's
First down and 10 for Plymouth Whitemarsh. At the Jaguar 40-yard line.
So Plymouth Whitemarsh is at the Garnet Valley 40 with 50 seconds left to go in the third. Pitch out. Passiello has some running room. And he gets down to about the Garnet Valley 20.
that big hole on the right side.
Tackle by number 27, Ryan Saunders, along with number 15, Alex Nicolaitis.
Nicolaitis and Saunders make the tackle, but not till after a first down at the Garnet Valley 18. 25 seconds left in the third. Pitch. Passiello. Touchdown.
Yep.
18-yard run.
Oh, and he's shaken up on the scoring play. Pops up and walks off on his own, though.
Choi will attempt the extra point. McLaughlin to hold. Kick is good. And Garnet Valley now leads by 3 touchdowns, 42-21.
Kind of what we expected here. The Jags, of course, putting up a lot of points as we're used to, and both teams running on the
touchdown
ground.
runs.
Big touchdown runs. We didn't realize nobody's throwing the ball around. But they stopped the clock in between all the scoring too, and it's.
Choi has just been punching the ball short, letting the upbacks try to handle it. This might be an onside kick.
Yeah.
And he attempted it. High hop! Garnet Valley jumps on it. Right at the 35.
There comes a point where you can't wait for the ball to come to you anymore.
I
On
think it
those
was
onside
88
kicks.
Kevin Craig.
Yep.
Garnet Valley takes over at its own 36 with 15 seconds left to play in the third quarter.
Oh,
Reynolds.
Oh, wow.
Reynolds gets smacked down. Number 50, Jake Davis, outside linebacker.
Yeah, he's an offensive tackle and outside backer, defensive end, whatever you want to call him.
At the end of 3 quarters, Jags 42,
So we will start the fourth quarter with Garnet Valley up 42-21. And a second and 11 inside their own 35.
Northwest 17, downtown West 26,
Say hello to Kim Karpinski, Secretary, Garnet Valley Schools for many years. Loyal watcher and listener to Garnet Valley football games, I am told by her. She told me this week that she listens and watches regularly. Say hello to Art Roach, who is Max Bruett's grandfather, listening over in Ridley, watching. Second and 11.
Score change in that Coatesville game. Coatesville now up 27-17 on CB West.
So if those two scores hold, our score and their score holds, we would be hosting Coatesville next week.
Yep.
Reese Malik on a counter gets stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of one. Tim McNally, number 64.
Yeah, much like when Westberg was waiting for the running back from Plymouth Whitemarsh in the last series. When they tried to run a counter, same happened there to Malik. Nowhere to go.
So 2nd and 12. A 3rd and 12. Quick hitter.
Oh,
Picked up 5. Evan Fenster. It's out over the 40, but Garnet Valley will punt.
yep.
And Jake Morum will go on as another role of his, and that is as the long snapper.
And he just got back from changing a tire on the golf cart and restocking the water coolers.
Bryce Stansfield will punt.
Oh,
He's going to
fake.
run it wide
gonna
open
make it.
down this sideline. First down, right at midfield.
Wow. He thought about it for a second, and I think he just said that was wide open. Plymouth Whitemarsh was looking to set up a return. Just
I will inquire
great
of
awareness.
Coach Mink later on tonight whether or not they had seen that on film and gave Bryce that option.
Yeah.
Or whether Bryce just saw it and said, hey.
Yeah, it'd be interesting whether they gave him the freedom to do that or if they said look for it.
Straight ahead.
26, Brian Bradley on the carry.
Brian Bradley, number 26, is in.
Tackle behind number 50, Jake Davis.
Zach Davis on the tackle.
Second down.
2nd and 3.
At the Whitemarsh 44-yard line.
10 minutes left to play in the game. Second and 4. Looks like a first down. Brian Bradley, number 26.
Fenster checking in for Reynolds.
Another quick hitter off this left side. Fenster goes for about 8.
Jags just keep pounding away.
Zach Green set a great block on that play. 2nd and 1. Reynolds gets to the outside,
Oh boy.
down the sideline, and into the in with a touchdown from 32 yards out this time.
Wow. Having a career night tonight.
Oh, he's well over 200 yards, I'm sure. And Stansfield puts it through, and he has over 60 extra points this year. That's what happens when you have a high-scoring team, a high-scoring offensive team, and an adept kicker. 8 minutes and 17 seconds left to play. And Bryce, besides being a kicker, is also, cornerback and punter.
He just had to go back. He left a glove out there from the last set of downs.
Covered 64 yards in 8 plays in 4 minutes, 8 seconds. Cleared by Stansfield to pick off the Jags.
Stansfield kicks. He just punches this one.
Oop.
Picked up.
That's not the guy they want with the football.
No. Pierce was way up front.
Yeah.
Brought down at the 35.
Tackled by number 26, Brian Bradley, along with number 55, Kevin Paget.
Paget on the tackle.
From the
Saros and Alex Westberger still in. Sam Morin across that defensive front. Back to throw. Down the middle. Rose. Buzenkel knocks it away from the intended receiver, Pierce. Good tight coverage.
Yeah, he was there. The throw very deliberate across the middle of the field. Buzenkill just did a real nice job. Got a hand in there and just poked it away.
Sean Gallagher, number 35, is in for C.J. Wood.
Yeah, C.J. Wood's got a coat on the training table on the sideline. Coach Ricky over checking on him as well, so he's have a feeling he is probably headed for some x-rays on that arm.
Shane Reynolds in at middle linebacker for Matt Gable. Wheel route coming this way. Rush.
Ooh.
He gets away from the rush, but the rush persists, and down he goes inside the 25.
Oh, there's a flag over here where Saunders is. He was tied up with a Plymouth Whitemarsh player. We'll see what the call is. They tackled the quarterback inbounds. So the
Personal
clock still
foul
runs.
against Plymouth Whitemarsh.
Yeah, that's the time of the game where the frustrations start kicking in and things get a little chippy.
It is fourth and forever. Choi to punt, standing in his own end zone. This is the
there-
fake. A little
there's the
pitch.
fake.
He's got a. Well, it was 4th and
Well, I mean,
40, and they got about 30 of it. So Garnet Valley will take over.
38, Brian Henderson on the carry for Plymouth Whitemarsh. First out of bounds by number 3, Reese Malik.
So Garnet Valley will take over
Take over first and 10.
at the Plymouth Whitemarsh 33-yard line. 32-yard line.
the Jags will be employing an even more conservative version of their offense from here on out.
Just a straight handoff. Evan Fenster picks up about 6. Garnet Valley averages 49 points a game, and they have 49 tonight. More replacements come in.
Making some substitutions here, but
Ryan Gallagher's still in, but the rest of the cast has changed. They came in mass, so we can't pick them all up. '39 Shane Reynolds, first down at the 20.
Bradley checking in. Should be working that time all the way down here. Take their time in the huddle, and 14 seconds left on the play clock.
Ryan Gallagher will watch the play clock
You would hope.
before the
I
ball
don't-
snap.
yeah.
6 seconds. Shane Reynolds again to about the 15.
Jaguars with 100 guys on the sideline, and they run 4 running backs at you all day, and then now they roll out 4 brand new fresh guys that are
Kevin McGarry goes in at quarterback for Ryan Gallagher. Gallagher threw a touchdown pass this evening.
pretty solid comeback off of the injury.
Ball's into the 10. I think that was Evan Fenster, number 36.
So reading about Plymouth Whitemarsh earlier today, and their players had 2 goals this year, and one was to win the Suburban 1 American, which they fell short to Cheltenham, and they wanted to win 1 playoff game, and they did. So
Fenster into the 5. Clock runs. First and goal at the 5. Backfield is McGarry, Bradley, and Fenster.
Oh,
Taken down at the 1-yard line
yep.
is Bradley.
So Jags, just taking their time getting this play in even, and
10 seconds on the play clock. McGarry under center. Hands off. Short of the goal line.
Short.
Brian Bradley on the carry. It's okay. Garnet Valley has the ball.
Yeah,
And
it's
in
just
control
as
of the
well.
clock.
Just as well, the clock just keeps running, and 17 on the play clock. Gary just waiting to snap till there's less than 5 seconds on it.
Fenster
Oh,
fights
he gets
for
stopped again.
yardage, but gets stopped short of the goal line. It will be 4th and a yard for 4th and goal from 1 yard out. It's not even a yard.
Plymouth Whitemarsh with a player a little shaken up there. Doesn't come out though, picks himself up.
With a good surge from the offensive line, McGarry could fall into the end zone. But the ball's handed off. And Fenster scores a touchdown for Garnet Valley. It's now 55-21.
They took a good chunk of clock off there and still walked away with some points.
Another touchdown brought to you by Joseph Anthony Retreat Spa and Salon. Again, our
Who will be
sponsor for the night is Colliers International, commercial real estate firm here in the greater Philadelphia area.
Joey Gags at Joseph Anthony is starting a GoFundMe page to to help pay for all these touchdowns this year.
1:19 left in the game. Garnet Valley leads 56-21.
I want to thank our sponsor again, Colliers International. This is the PIAA District playoffs being brought to you by the Garnet Valley Football Alumni Association, but we couldn't do it without our sponsors. The PIAA does charge a broadcast fee for the playoff games, so it goes up exponentially each week. So
Yeah, the sponsorships are very much appreciated.
So
And
if your-
thank you,
if your
Tim
cell phone
Pulte.
if your cell phone is ringing and it's from me or Don or Kevin O'Donohue or Rob Hayes, you probably want to just send it to voicemail. Unless you had a good week on the college games.
The clock will run. Garnet Valley is up by 35. Once they set the ball down. Personal foul again against Plymouth Whitemarsh.
So they'll
Thank you. First and
What's that?
10.
yeah.
McLaughlin keeps, breaks free, and gets out to about the 40. Went out of bounds, but the clock runs.
Yeah, the clock will run. Well, the first down should stop it briefly, but
They're not even doing that.
Plymouth Whitemarsh at the 43-yard
just
line.
letting it roll.
Pitch.
Number 41, Michael Pacello, carry for Plymouth
Paciello gets to about the Garnet Valley 37-yard line. And again, the clock runs.
Yeah, they're gonna could get one more play off if they try here, and
Comes a rush up the middle, throws deep. Ball is
Oh.
incomplete. Inside the 5.
that's the end.
And that's the end of the game. Garnet Valley wins 56-21. And without a final score on the Coatesville game, we won't know whether we're here or Central Bucks West.
Coatesville's holding a 10-point lead right now at 27-17. That game in the fourth quarter. So as of right now, it looks like it would be a home game with
Coatesville.
So we'll wait and try to get that score to you. But as we watch these two teams call it a season for Plymouth Whitemarsh and Garnet Valley again for the at least the third year in a row advancing to the
Third round.
semifinal
Yep.
round of the District 1 playoffs here for District 1. And we certainly can't say too much critical about their effort tonight. They were, except for the early fumble in the opening series, they were really firing on all cylinders. They seemed to get stronger as the game went on and racked up a big score and another very impressive victory. It's got to have these District 1 teams looking, saying, what are they going to have their hands full if they have to come through Garnet Valley?
Garnet Valley scored from long distance tonight often, and the defense was really, really stifling in the second half. After halftime, they came out and just Plymouth Whitemarsh was looking at 2nd and 10 and 12 and 3rd and 14 and 15. It was a constant.
And Mazzaros and Westberg were living in the backfield for Plymouth Whitemarsh that whole second half. And they, just really, really impressive effort by Garnet Valley, and got to give a lot of credit to the coaching staff. We talk about the offensive line all the time, and of course their coach, Coach Paul Graham, just keeps cranking it out, and that's those offensive lines make that life so much easier for those running backs, and this year's no exception.
I watched during the week, Pat, the practice on Wednesday. The scout team running the scout offensive team running the Plymouth Whitemarsh offense, and it was right on. They have scouted this team, and in the second half it really showed.
And that's what having 100 strong on the roster does for you. The interest level and the dedication and how the focus they put on the guys that don't get in during the game, but that do play such an important role in scout team.
There is pride in that scout team.
Absolutely, and a lot of pride all throughout the team, oneness, and all the founding principles here, and it's just great to see them on another deep run here in the district, and we will look forward to doing at least one more game, right?
We will be on once more, whether we're at Mo DeFrank Stadium or up in Central Bucks West. We don't know until later on tonight. But our crew, Goody Marcuson, Alec Westberg, Alec Eskin, Ben Hoyt, Don Mink, Pat Patterson, Mike Ricciardi will be with you next week, next Friday at 7 p.m. from somewhere.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.